2024 is officially the year of survival games, with titles such as LEGO Fortnite bringing a survival mode that blends the beloved LEGO franchise and Fortnite, Palworld, a unique take on a beloved pocket monster experience, and Enshrouded, a tasteful combination of Valheim and Minecraft, all hitting the market this year. How does the latest multiplayer survival game released just this week stack up? Let's find out. Nightingale, the premier title from Inflexion Games, is a survival fantasy multiplayer adventure set in a post-apocalyptic Victorian-era gaslamp fantasy where humans and magical creatures called Fae have created a magical city called Nightingale. The city is host to a plethora of portals that lead to other procedurally generated worlds that have been plagued by what's called the Pale. Survivors are scattered throughout these worlds, trying to make their way back to Nightingale. But what separates this survival co-op RPG from the endless other titles we've seen this year? Let's take a look. Starting with the character creation. The opportunities here seem to be endless. Even though the full scope of creation is still in its infancy, the attention to detail is evident. You'll be able to start with a base which you'll build on and tweak with changes that get as minute as skin modeling and heritage. You'll even be able to handpick your character's ancestors and lineage, which if you choose, can have ramifications on their appearance. You'll then be able to choose your equip and realm, which will have implications throughout the storyline. Once you hop into the world, you'll immediately be introduced to Puck, a Fae who will be guiding you through 3 very different biomes. You'll definitely notice the beauty that these worlds have to offer. Playing this on my 49-inch ultra-wide monitor allowed me to feel fully immersed in the experience. Each world, whether you're in the dry desert biome, the wet swamplands, or the forest, has so much wildlife, resources, and breathtaking views. Each biome offers different resources, conditions, and enemies for you and your crew to navigate. This is our first introduction to light combat in the game. Back in the starting menu, you get to decide what realm level you wish to experience the game in. I first played this on easy, and the combat seemed to be pretty manageable, but the higher realms scale pretty significantly, with each realm level dictating the gear level of your enemies. This definitely gives you flexibility for those that really enjoy a higher combat challenge. The combat itself is okay. It felt very clunky to me and glitchy in early game, but alas, it's still in early days. This is definitely more of a hack and slash type feel, with your tools being your weapons initially, but in late game getting access to weapons like guns and magic. To be honest, they need to optimize the fighting, but they address it in the foreword, so it should be optimized by full release. After you make your way through the 3 biomes, you'll have to choose which one will be where you strike up a more permanent residence. I chose the forest, and from what I've heard, this seems to be the #1 choice due to its diverse wildlife and vast structures. Upon arriving in your chosen biome, you'll place your estate cairn where you'd like to take up residence. From there, you'll navigate the world and craft campfires, shelter, crafting benches, weapons, etc. That will ultimately unlock endless building and resource potential. I do have to say the potential for scaling in this game in terms of building seems pretty incredible. Coming from Enshrouded, the level of customization that the building offers is unlike the other survival co-ops released this year. You'll have to craft new materials and resources in order to build at a higher quality throughout the game, but you're able to blueprint your entire base and gather the resources as you go. As you craft and your gear score goes up, the enemy's score goes up alongside it. The enemies in these worlds seemingly get more difficult, but also more interesting. You'll find harder enemies in more difficult realms as well. As you explore, you'll find realm cards that have different effects on your home realm, but can also be used to procedurally generate new realms and new enemies and resources. Overall, as I am still progressing in the game and haven't experienced things like guns, magic, or some of the rarer enemies, I still feel excited about all that this game has to offer. Yes, the combat can use a lot of work in terms of optimization, but they seem to be aware of that. I tend to be the type of person that stops playing survival games once the main story is completed and all that's left is building. I have to say, for the first time in a survival game, I'm actually excited about the possibilities. I'm also excited to see how magic and weapons scale in the game and what's to come on the horizon. At the end of the day, although the game is still in early access and I've barely made a dent in it, I can already tell that it's going to take a while to do so, and that the game has the potential to hold my attention the entire way. I'm very much anticipating it being a while before I'm able to explore the things that really make this game stand out amongst the rest. But being able to create your own worlds with your own rules with your friends is a great start. Thank you guys for watching along with my review. Leave a comment down below if you've played during early access, if you intend to get the game, or what your thoughts are. See you next time.